Hello and welcome back to the tea break where we discuss all things cricket. My name is Varun and I'm coming to you from my tiny little apartment in London, but I've seen every single ball of the test match today as well, and I'm just here to share a bit of my thoughts about the game and where I think it's going to go. First of all, few points. Extremely impressed with Washington Sundar and his batting. In one of my previous videos, I said he might not get a game going forward, and that's purely because we will probably have Akshar come in, and with Ashwin and Kuldeep, that'll be our next spin combination going forward. So even if he's done extremely well with the bat, I'm not quite sure he's going to get a game, whatever the result of this game will be. In terms of the tail, I mean, I think our bottom three are just absolute dummies with the bat wherever we play. I really think they should be able to hang around a bit more. I mean, you can't get all out in 10 overs with the bottom three playing. So essentially, you're just playing about 3 overs between each other, and that's not good enough at this level. I think you need to be able to hang around for at least 15, 16 overs to give that confidence to some other batsman or a proper batsman who's playing alongside with you. However, we did a good job extending our innings till lunch. I think that had a big impact to actually take this day forward to day 5. Otherwise, I think it would have been a very difficult position for us. We could have been 3-4 down, but that innings of Washington, which took the game to lunch, that's what helped us. To stay in the game for day 5. In terms of England's tactics, a lot of discussion has been made around why they took so long, why were they so defensive. Some people think it was the right move because they ultimately did achieve their objectives, which was to get a lead over 400, which was to give rest to their bowlers, etc. I personally think the tactics were bizarre because if they think this Indian team on a crumbling wicket, day 5 Chennai wicket can go at 4.5 and over, they just don't rate their bowlers, is how I look at it. When they came out to bowl, the energy was flat, and I know they got the wicket of Rohit Sharma, but the fields were defensive, the bowling was flat. Archer wasn't running in hard. They were just trying to throw the ball and let the pitch do everything else, but it doesn't really work that way when you have quality batsmen playing in front of you. I think we started well again, but Rohit Sharma is still the best batsman we have to open in terms of skill level, but in terms of test match temperament, it's just been a few games, but I think he'll get a long rope going forward. Tomorrow's day is going to be very interesting. I think England's still on top, 85% to 15% is still how I look at it, because the way the pitch is now starting to behave after being pretty much a ruled for 3 days, it's going to be very tough for us to survive. I think if we play out the 90 overs, I still don't think we'll be able to chase it down. It's just too big a target. If we do, it'll just be just once in a lifetime kind of a game. But I think Pujara will hold the key. He just has to stay on the wicket at one end and let the others do their business, just like the previous 2 games in Sydney and in Brisbane. If we lose a wicket before lunch, or if we lose two, is already going to be too much. Even if we lose 1 wicket before lunch, I think we are in a bit of trouble, because things move very quickly after lunch, and especially in tea or after tea, things move even faster. So by tea, I think the max we can actually be is 4 down, and then try and survive 6 from 4 to 10 wickets in the final session, which will also be very tough because it will have the new ball for 20 overs, and the spinners will again come into play with the new ball. So it's going to be a big challenge. Again, Pujara key, Shubman Gill batting really well, but you always sense that there's like this one false shot, one false drive that he is going to play at some point. He's going to reach out for the ball, or he's going to chip the ball in the air. You always feel that shot coming. He's not yet as experienced at this level, and probably doesn't have a Pujara style temperament. I mean, he's not the same kind of player, but the temperament still can be there to bat long and long and long on the wicket. Overall, I think the Indian team energy was there to see today. I think finally that's something that I was really happy about, where you could see the aggression from Virat. You could see the people. You could see the boys being very aggressive on the field, talking away, creating that energy, which means that they know they are in a fight. This series, it's not going to be just a walkover where they come in and things are just going to be laid out to them on a platter like South Africa, like Bangladesh. That's not going to happen this time. They're in a fight. They know it, and that's why they are up for it, and that's really good to see. And I think that will show tomorrow. I don't think we'll just crumble. I think we will put up a very, very good fight unless we get some very good deliveries or the pitch starts doing something very funny. I think we will put up a really good fight tomorrow. You could see the intensity with Virat. He knows it's a big innings for him. He hasn't scored a century in over 30 innings, I think now, and I think he's due a big one. He wants to score a big one, and I think I'm sure he will come out with a positive mindset. Another batsman who's not averaging that well in India is Rahane. Obviously, he's after the Melbourne Test match, he's not been on great form. We won the series, but after the Melbourne Test match, he still hasn't had decent scores. So I think for him, it's going to be also a very big innings, a very important innings, and hopefully they can carry us through till end of day. Again, in terms of declaration, England should have given India at least 25 to 30 overs today, and then 90 overs tomorrow. But again, that's not happened. That's not how England saw it. That's not how they saw the conditions. I think they wanted to give rest to their bowlers, but an extra half an hour of rest, how much difference does it make? I'm not sure. And if they do come in with that mindset of, oh, we don't want to lose this match, things might get a bit tricky for them, because they might go in defensive if we don't lose a wicket by lunch. They might just start spreading the field and going into a defensive mindset. So very interesting day coming up tomorrow. Would love to hear your comments if you see the video, and thank you, and see you tomorrow after the day's play.